Ever dreamt of living a life brimming with vitality and well-being? Peter Attia's Outlive offers a roadmap to achieving that dream, but finding the time to read it all can be tough. That's where we come in. Our channel provides chapter by chapter summaries of Outlive, ensuring you grasp Peter Attia's core message and practical strategies without getting bogged down in the details. Let's jump into chapters 12 through 17. Chapter 12, Training 101. How to prepare for the centenarian decathlon. Picture this. You're preparing for a decathlon where the goal isn't just to complete it, but to do so with vitality and strength. It's a multi-dimensional challenge that involves optimizing aerobic endurance, strength, and stability, the trifecta for longevity and well-being. When it comes to cardiovascular exercise, it's not merely about burning calories, it's about fueling your body efficiently. By training within Zone 2, a sweet spot between easy and moderate effort, you enhance your body's ability to utilize glucose and fat, essential for overall metabolic health. Strength training isn't just about lifting heavy weights. It's about enhancing muscle mass while ensuring injury prevention. Think of stability as your solid base that bolsters your body, preventing injury and serving as the cornerstone for your overall fitness. A key aspect of aerobic fitness is Zone 2 training, a pace that ensures you're working hard enough to boost metabolic flexibility, but not too hard to accumulate excessive lactate. By stimulating your mitochondria through endurance exercises like cycling or brisk walking, you enhance glucose uptake and metabolic health. VO2 max, your maximum aerobic capacity, is crucial for longevity. It's linked to your functional capacity and how well you can navigate tasks as you age. Training to improve your VO2 max keeps you functionally younger and sets you up for a fulfilling, independent life in your later years. Strength training is like retirement savings for your muscles. It's not about biceps size, but how much you can carry and grip with strength. Focusing on foundational elements like grip strength, eccentric loading, pulling movements, and hip hinging exercises ensures you're gearing up for a robust, active life even as you age. So, whether it's rucking through the hills or honing your grip strength, these training fundamentals pave the way for thriving in your very own centenarian decathlon. Chapter 13, The Gospel of Stability. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to fall into the trap of neglecting our physical well-being. The story of Sophie, my friend Becky's mother, and my own experience of a debilitating back injury in my youth shed light on a common trend among older adults: injury leading to a decline in physical activity. Chronic pain affects a significant portion of the population, limiting their daily activities and stifling their potential for movement.
Through my journey and research, I've come to realize the crucial importance of stability in preventing injury and enabling us to move freely as we age. Stability goes beyond just having strong core muscles. It involves the subconscious ability to control force efficiently throughout the body. Imagine stability as the foundation on which our ability to move stands. Without stability, we are likely to experience joint injuries and hindered physical performance.
Picture this. Imagine yourself as a race car speeding around a track. Just as stable tires are needed for high-speed maneuvers, our feet are the primary contact point between our bodies and the ground. Much like driving with underinflated or overinflated tires affects the car's performance, issues like supination and pronation in our feet can impact our movement efficiency and increase our risk of injury. Have you ever tried toe yoga? By reawakening the dexterity and strength of our toes, we can improve our balance, gait, and overall foot health. Just as a car relies on its tires for traction and stability, our feet play a crucial role in absorbing and distributing force, safeguarding our joints and spine from unnecessary strain. As we ascend the ladder of stability, our journey brings us to the spine. Often neglected in our sedentary lifestyles, the spine is the pillar of our body. Exercises like cat-cow movements can enhance our spinal awareness and segmental control, helping us maintain a neutral spine during activities like deadlifting. Through conscious breathing and intentional movement, we can build a strong foundation to support our actions. And what about Barry, the retired executive who embarked on a transformative fitness journey in his 80s? By starting with basic movements, stabilizing drills, and gradually progressing towards agility training and strength exercises, Barry proves that it's never too late to prioritize our health. His commitment to learning stability principles and enhancing his functional strength showcases the profound impact exercise can have on our lives, enabling us to pick ourselves up and propel forward. So, whether you're a seasoned athlete or someone seeking to reclaim your physical vitality, remember this. Stability isn't just about preventing injury. It's about empowering ourselves to move with confidence and grace, regardless of our age or fitness level. Just like Barry embraced a new challenge to become stronger and more capable, we too can rewrite our narrative of decline and strive for a future brimming with strength, resilience, and joy. Chapter 14. Nutrition 3. You say potato, I say nutritional biochemistry. Have you ever found yourself at a party, desperately trying to avoid the dreaded conversation about diet and nutrition? Well, imagine being a nutrition expert in that very predicament. Our protagonist dreads these encounters as much as a rabbit dreads a carrot shortage. Feigning a grand mal seizure or pretending to have a phone call, anything to escape the labyrinth of opinions about what we should be eating, and who can blame them. The diet world is a minefield of misunderstandings, where everyone seems to have the ultimate answer to eating well. Picture this scenario. The great physicist Richard Feynman once bemused a partygoer by explaining his Nobel Prize work to simplifying nutrition science. It just can't be done succinctly. From questionable epidemiological studies claiming tree nuts will save your soul to flawed clinical trials promoting the latest diet craze, it's a jungle out there. With a staggering 40,000 diet books on Amazon, one wonders if any of them hold the holy grail of eating well. Like a reformed zealot, our protagonist spent 3 years on a ketogenic diet, preaching its gospel far and wide. Yet, the journey through the snake oil salesman of diet fads brought enlightenment. There is no one-size-fits-all diet. The tribalism of food regimens vegan, carnivore, paleo, and the like reigns supreme, each claiming superiority without substantial evidence. It's a rumble in the food jungle with zealots as loud as a rock concert. Our protagonist, however, had a change of heart, a eureka moment seeping through the diet dogma. No longer tethered to a single diet gospel, they see the light. It's not about dictating what you eat, but understanding what nourishes your individual temple. Enter Nutrition 3.0, a fervent quest for scientific truth amidst the diet din. Gone are the days of blanket diet recommendations. Say hello to personalized nutrition based on feedback and data. It's not about following the latest food fad. It's about finding what fuels your body and mind optimally. Oh, the relief of breaking free from diet indoctrination. As our protagonist scales the slope of enlightenment, a newfound humility shapes their journey. They urge us to shun the term diet for the more enlightening nutritional biochemistry. It's not about ideology, but about the science of how food interacts with our bodies on a molecular level. Goodbye, nutrition zealotry. Hello, rational food choices based on scientific understanding. In the quest to unravel the enigmatic world of nutrition, where bad epidemiology reigns supreme, our protagonist takes us on a journey through the quagmire of nutritional research. From flawed epidemiological studies unable to distinguish correlation from causation to clinical trials riddled with compliance challenges, the plot thickens. Yet, glimmers of hope emerge from studies like Predimed, extolling the benefits of the Mediterranean diet on cardiovascular health. Amidst the chaos of dietary misinformation, our hero advocates for a shift in perspective. It's not about choosing one diet to rule them all, but finding what works best for your body. Gone are the days of dogmatic food doctrines. Welcome to a world where nutritional biochemistry guides your plate. The next chapter promises to be a beacon of light in the dietary darkness as we delve into unlocking the mysteries of individualized nourishment. Chapter 15: Putting Nutritional Biochemistry into Practice. How to find the right eating pattern for you. You know that feeling when you're putting on your favorite shirt only to discover the buttons won't close anymore. Frustrating, right? Well, that is how many of my patients feel when they come to me, already on some kind of diet, dissatisfied with the lack of results. Resonating with them, I reflect on my own experience, attempting a vegan diet during my residency days when I was not Thin Peter. Theoretically, going vegan should have led to weight loss by chewing through a mountain of salad compared to a ribeye. But, trapped in the hospital, I succumbed to chips, snacks, and veggie subs, losing no weight in 6 long months. So what's the deal? It's the standard American diet sad a cornucopia of subsidized corn, flour, sugar, and soy set up to feed the masses efficiently, not harmfully. The SAD, with its added sugar, processed oils, and dense caloric foods, is more hazardous than it appears, akin to cigarettes that weren't meant to kill. It's a sad reality our bodies aren't evolutionarily wired for abundant calories we fuss over today. The SAD sabotages our metabolic health, making us overnourished and undernourished simultaneously. Breaking free from the SAD is the universal diet quest: eat less, eat better. Enter caloric restriction CR, dietary restriction doctor, and time restriction TR strategies. CR is a bodybuilder's tool-precise caloric tracking, no cheating. Doctor targets specific food restriction with varied success. TR, like intermittent fasting, is trendy, but can backfire if you binge on pizza daily. Now, let's deep dive into CR. Calories matter big time. Excess calories spell trouble leading to chronic diseases. The key is managing the numbers bodybuilders can track with precision, shedding weight while staying flexible with food choices. The doctor path emphasizes kicking specific evils off the menu. A personalized approach is crucial, avoiding overnutrition pitfalls. As we turn to alcohol, we're left at a crossroads. It's fun, sure, but harmful. Ethanol's downside is stark. It's an empty calorie vortex, messing with fat metabolism, inciting mindless eating. Keep it in check, lower its intake. Moderation is the golden rule here. Now let's talk about carbohydrates, an ocean of confusion. Match carbs to your needs and tolerance. Steer clear of sugar-laden pitfalls. It's not about good or bad, but finding a sweet spot based on your body's response. The Continuous Glucose Monitor CGM is a game changer, unveiling the real-time glucose dance post-meal. It's like knowing the future, seeing how foods affect glucose levels and making adjustments on the fly. Balancing act is the key: experimenting, learning, and adapting your intake, maintaining flexibility. In the end, it's about finding your nutritional sweet spot, one where health, hedonism, and biochemistry harmonize. So, whether you're counting calories, dodging dietary foes, or clocking your meal times, remember it's a journey to find your right eating pattern, one bite at a time. The case for and against fasting. In the world of nutrition, fasting or time-restricted eating is often hailed as a powerful tool for reaching health goals. But just how effective is it, really? Let's delve into the journey of Tom, a friend facing serious metabolic issues, to understand the nuances of fasting. Tom, a lipidologist with metabolic concerns, struggled with maintaining a strict ketogenic diet. Despite efforts over several years, his liver enzymes remained high, and his weight was unchanged. Feeling like he had exhausted all other options, he turned to fasting as a last resort. Initially apprehensive, Tom agreed to an aggressive plan: 1 week per month of drastically reduced caloric intake, mainly from fats and protein. This form of fasting, called hypocaloric eating, allowed him to consume around 700 calories per day, curbing hunger without fully feeding his body. Suddenly, blood biomarkers that had been in the red for years turned green. His lipids normalized, liver enzymes dropped to safe levels, and he shed a significant 67 pounds. Tom's renewed health was evident as he gained back his mobility, stopped numerous medications, and improved his overall well-being. Fasting effectively jump-started his sluggish metabolism, resetting it in a way no other diet had managed. However, this strict form of fasting isn't for everyone. Its muscle-depleting effects make it a tool best reserved for the most severe metabolic cases when all other options have failed. In conclusion, fasting can be a rescue tactic for individuals facing significant metabolic challenges like Tom. While nutrition plays a crucial role in our health strategy, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Finding a sustainable approach, whether through fasting or other tactics tailored to individual needs, is key in our journey towards better health. Chapter 16: The Awakening. As the bright lights of the hospital blinked out for the evening, exhaustion enveloped me like a heavy blanket. The grueling hours of medical residency had carved deep shadows beneath my eyes, a testament to the sacrifices of time and sleep that we all made in the name of our profession. My mind, a kaleidoscope of patient cases and treatment plans, longed for the respite of rest. One evening, after an impossibly long shift, I found myself at a crossroads of sleep deprivation. The advice to live a little echoed in my mind, tempting me to forego precious rest in favor of fleeting moments of perceived freedom. The car ride home blurred into surreal snapshots, a sudden jerk of awakening at a traffic light, the realization of sleep-steered danger, a stalled engine, and the comforting embrace of a park to rest my weary body. My unplanned nap under the open skies of Baltimore's Patterson Park was a rude awakening. Waking up to a gritty reality of an illicit underworld, I marveled at my own vulnerability while nestled in green scrubs on the cold ground. Syringes scattered around me, I winced at the bite marks on my forearms, evidence of a night where sleep had claimed me against my will. It took years for the lesson of that harrowing sleepless night to penetrate my consciousness. Hours of surgical procedures and patient care morphed into years of disregard towards the importance of sleep. The medical profession, steeped in tradition, sanctioned our deprivation of rest, glorifying our sleep-starved days as a badge of honor. As I reflect on those reckless times, I marvel at the audacious disregard for the sanctity of sleep in the name of a noble profession. The hours of wakefulness that translated into lapses of judgment during procedures hint at the danger of a tired mind steering a scalpel. The errors and near misses, the compromised patient safety in the pursuit of medical excellence, are now stark reminders of the price we paid for a flawed ideology. From that fateful sleep in Patterson Park to the haunting memories of near mishaps in the operating room, the puzzle of sleep gradually unraveled before me. The pieces of scientific research, painting a vivid picture of the critical role sleep plays in our short-term performance and long-term health, now seemed irrefutable. The dangers of chronic sleep deprivation, lurking as silent assassins in the night, threatened not only our metabolic health, but also our cognitive function and emotional equilibrium. With bated breath, I embraced the awakening to the vital importance of sleep in the tapestry of our well-being. Shedding the cloak of ignorance that shrouded me for years, I now stand as a proponent of the fountain of youth hidden in the sanctum of rest. As I unraveled the mysteries of slumber, I discovered its restorative powers, its capacity to ignite the flame of creativity, to imbue our physical bodies with resilience and our weary minds with clarity. Chapter 17. Work in Progress. The High Price of Ignoring Emotional Health. Every Monday, new patients arrive at the bridge to recovery. On this particular day, I find myself sitting in the common area, feeling a sense of unease. The facility is nestled deep in the woods of Bowling Green, Kentucky, with a musty aroma lingering in the air. As the other newcomers trickle in, I am taken aback by their exhausted and depleted appearance. Multiple addiction struggles are evident among them: drugs, alcohol, sex, or a combination. I can't help but feel a sense of disconnect. These broken individuals seem a world away from who I perceive myself to be. During the check-in session, where we are asked to describe our emotional state, I hit a wall. Rage simmers within me, a deep-seated anger that I struggle to put into words. I am furious at the situations that have led me to this place, convinced that I don't belong among these broken souls. The emotional awareness eludes me, leaving me feeling wholly inadequate in this environment. A pivotal moment occurs when Sarah, a fellow patient, acknowledges the turmoil beneath my surface and offers a comforting truth: nobody arrives here on a winning streak. This simple statement cuts through my facade of defiant anger, nudging me towards a path of acceptance and self-reflection. Reflecting back on a near fistfight incident in a parking lot and the harrowing experience with my infant son Ayrton's health scare, I recognize the chaos and emotional turmoil that has been building within me. The suppression of these emotions has pushed me to the edge, jeopardizing every aspect of my life. As I delve into therapy at the Bridge and later at psychological counseling services in Arizona, I embark on a journey of profound self-discovery and healing. Guided by skilled therapists, I unravel the layers of trauma and shame that have shaped me, confront my deep-seated anger, and learn to navigate the tumultuous waters of emotional distress and self-loathing. DBT therapy becomes a cornerstone of my emotional health regimen as I learn to regulate my emotions, cultivate distress tolerance, and enhance interpersonal effectiveness. Through mindfulness practices, reframing negative thoughts, and engaging in opposite actions, I pave a path towards emotional equilibrium and self-acceptance. Committing to weekly therapy sessions, nurturing healthy behaviors, and practicing mindful awareness, I gradually chip away at the self-imposed barriers and destructive patterns that have held me captive. Embracing the notion of change and the belief that I deserve better, I embark on a transformative journey toward self-compassion and emotional well-being. Through a dedicated effort to unbecome everything that isn't truly me, I begin to unravel the layers of false narratives and self-criticism, paving the way to authentic connections and a profound sense of joy in simply being. In this chapter, the chapters of my own emotional transformation, I find that true outliving involves not just physical health, but emotional resilience and self-awareness, a journey that continues to unfold, one day at a time. Epilogue. As I reflect on my turbulent journey, it becomes clear how my perception of emotional well-being intertwines with longevity. In the past, I wholeheartedly believed in the Silicon Valley approach to health, the idea that we could hack our way into living to 120 by optimizing every aspect of our lives. I was the poster child for this mentality, constantly experimenting with fasting techniques and sleep gadgets to stretch out my years. But it took me 2 trips to inpatient centers, 5 tumultuous years, and almost losing everything before I had a change of heart.
I came to a profound realization that longevity means little when your life is in disarray. No amount of optimized metrics or biohacking can compensate for a crumbling marriage, strained relationships, or personal demons. All the health markers in the world don't hold weight if your existence lacks meaning or joy. It all boils down to the fundamental question: why do we seek to prolong our lives? For what purpose or for whom?
My fixation on longevity was, at its core, a manifestation of my fear of mortality. Strangely, the arrival of my children only fueled this anxiety. I was so preoccupied with outsmarting death that I neglected the essence of living. While my physical health thrived, my emotional well-being wilted, accumulating a pile of regrets along the way. Looking back, I realize I squandered precious time chasing an empty goal and causing unnecessary pain to myself and others. However, through my journey of recovery, the shadows of my mortality obsession began to recede. The pursuit of longevity morphed from a harrowing mission to an opportunity for growth and anticipation of what lies ahead. Life gained a newfound clarity, purpose, and significance. The pivotal moment for me echoes the sentiments of my friend Rick Elias, a survivor of the miraculous Airways landing on the Hudson River. That near tragedy altered his perspective on longevity completely. I, too, had been fixated on extending life for the wrong reasons, mired in past regrets, and seeking a prolonged runway to make amends. Rick's insight struck a chord within me. True age isn't measured in years, but in outlook. Those fixated on the past have grown old, while those dreaming and aspiring for the future remain youthful at heart. It's not about the number of years, but the vibrancy and anticipation that fuel our souls. So, here's to staying perpetually young amidst the march of time. And just like that, we've turned the final page on Outlive by Peter Attia. What a journey it has been, exploring each chapter, diving deep into the intricacies of longevity, health, and the science behind living a longer, more fulfilling life. It's been an absolute pleasure guiding you as we unpacked this incredible book together. We've covered everything from the groundbreaking research to the personal anecdotes that Peter Attia masterfully intertwines with practical advice. But what makes Outlive truly special is how it invites us to reflect on our own lives, encouraging us to make choices today that our future selves will thank us for. I want to hear from you now. How has this book changed your perspective on health and longevity? Which chapter resonated with you the most and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear your takeaways. If you've enjoyed this chapter by chapter journey and want to dive into more books with us, make sure to subscribe. Your support means the world. Before we close this book and place it back on the shelf, I want to leave you with one final thought from Outlive. The choices we make today shape our tomorrow. Let's make them count.